Good Sunday evening, Southeast Texas. A cold front expected overnight in Southeast Texas will arrive before sunrise. A drier air mass will filter in, followed by a nice cool down as we work towards the middle and latter part of next week. And in fact, low temperatures could be running anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees below normal. Now, these are the low temperatures I'm forecasting for Beaumont. Could be cooler than that up in the lakes area. Looks like Thursday through Saturday morning in the upcoming week that we'll see those temperatures dip into the 50s here in the Triangle, probably cooler up in the lakes area. Unfortunately, we don't see any rain for the next 7 to possibly 10 days as a very dry air mass filters on in behind this front, which is in North Texas. Again, is expected to filter on in towards the morning hours. Obviously, Gaston is not an issue for us. This area of disturbed weather in the tropical Atlantic will weaken as it heads towards the north. And then there's Ian. Ian is expected to strengthen into a hurricane as we head on into tomorrow. Rather disorganized right now, but we do think it's going to start really ramping up as it moves over very warm. This is very, very warm waters in the Northwest Caribbean and the Southeast Gulf of Mexico with light shear. This thing is going to rapidly intensify. Winds are at 45 miles an hour now, but as it heads towards the tip of Cuba, likely to become a major hurricane, possibly a Cat 3 or 4. Then as it heads towards the northern Gulf of Mexico, quite a bit of westerly shear aloft will likely weaken this storm. So that's some better news for Florida. Still a strong hurricane as it heads towards, generally towards Florida's Big Bend, maybe Tampa, Panama City, also over in towards the Big Bend. Otherwise, no issues for Southeast Texas. An eastern Gulf of Mexico storm, I might add. Otherwise, back home we go, and we're looking at mostly clear to possibly partly cloudy skies as that cold front moves right on through Southeast Texas. Now, you're not going to feel it immediately. It's going to lag as far as the cooler weather behind it. So we'll get a reduction in humidity levels as we work on into tomorrow afternoon. Still going to be a hot day. I think we could get to maybe the upper 80s to near 90 in the Triangle or in the lakes, and then into the lower 90s, I think, here in the Triangle, as you can see. Otherwise, you'll start feeling it as we head on into the middle and latter part of the week. Big trough of low pressure is the catalyst for bringing that front in, and over the next several days, we'll see a dry northwesterly flow aloft, and that means some gorgeous weather to continue through the end of the work week. On the Gulf of Mexico, looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 feet tomorrow. North winds at 10 to 15 knots are expected. High tides at 4:32 a.m. and 4:49 p.m. at Sabine Pass. Our forecast tonight, mostly clear, mild and humid. Winds will shift to the northwest prior to daybreak. About 70 in the lakes, lower and middle 70s in the Triangle. Tomorrow, northerly winds will start advecting or transporting drier air in. So maybe the upper 80s lakes, lower 90s in the Triangle with lots of sun, especially in the afternoon. So after Monday's cold front, Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll start to see reduction in temperatures as that moisture starts really moving on out of the area. Lots of sun. And then as we head on into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think we'll see lows here in the Triangle in the 50s and highs, mid-80s with low humidity. It is just going to be a fantastic week ahead for Southeast Texas. Now, as we work on into Monday and Tuesday the following week, the air mass will start to modify, and that means the humidity levels will slowly increase as temperatures do too, back up to near 90 by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Not the strongest front in the world, but it'll certainly make it feel pretty nice as we head towards the end of the work week. Download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com. Stay safe and have a fantastic Sunday night.